All right, coffee and sports, Sunday morning, baby. We are using Big Country Time Sports 2.5, the small coil, for Johnny Unitas' Week 3 game at Green Bay. So I have finally taken my team sheets and transferred them over, and they have their actual historical ratings based on Rodney's 1956 ratings. So these are legitimate rated based in history versus the random die rolls I was using. So I enjoy pen and paper football. It is unbelievably fun and it is fast, but it is lightweight by comparison to my Big Country football time. But by comparison to my football time games, either the Big Country possession-based games or my football time D66. And the reason I like to use my games, of course, is when I get to the championship or I get to a big game, I want to play out the full simulator. And the full simulator is in these football definitive book. All right, so I'm going to be doing my fast action deck today for details, but I'm also using it for my random number generation. So this is numbered. This deck is completely balanced numbers from 1 to 6, and everything is 100% equal. But the minute you start flipping cards, of course, you slightly change the chances of the next die coming up. But we're going to use FACs today. So this will be the first time I have ever used FAC random generation for the games, and of course the details will be from this deck. Okay, so Weeb Eubank at 1-1. They finally got a victory last week against the big bad, and I mean big bad. The Lions were the best team in football. They had won a couple of championships. They had Bobby Lane at quarterback, Cassidy at halfback, Gedman, etc., etc. But Baltimore was able to hold them off and beat them 24-6 with a second half shutout. Johnny Unitas in game 1 had a fumble lost and a touchdown pass. In game 2, he had a touchdown, no turnovers. Now, if he can continue that as a rookie quarterback, they're going to do okay. They are a B offense in 1956 with this rookie, first-year starter. He's not a rookie, he's a first-year starter. But their defense hadn't yet figured it out. They were an F in 1956. Green Bay, on the other hand, identical. A B offense with Tobin Rote, Reed, Howie Ferguson, Carmichael, Knaflick, and Houghton at receiver. So again, this team was a B offense, but again, they just didn't have a championship-style defense. They were an F. We are at City Stadium in Green Bay, and Lyle Blackburn is the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. This is pre-Vince Lombardi, of course. So kickoff, we're going to go ahead and flip a coin. I think I have a coin. We're going to go odd. If odd, Colts win the kickoff. Odd. Colts are going to take the ball. So we're going to see Baltimore the first drive of the game. Baltimore, first drive of the game. And here we go. We're going to be looking at a random number. Oh, I got to match them up first. B versus F is going to be an A for both teams. B versus F, A. So both teams will be A today. This might be worth your ticket prices today, folks. 1956 open field breakaway football may happen. People don't know this, but the 50s were the highest scoring decade in pro football, and I think it was finally eclipsed in the 80s, and not again until the 20-teens. So the 50s were far from boring, grinded-out football. The 60s, really, the NFL got really tight, and the 70s, the NFL was very 3 yards in a cloud of dust. So the 50s were high-falutin, go for it, right? All right, I should say offenses had evolved before defenses in the 50s. Let's put it that way. The flanker back changed pro football until defenses started to adjust to the flanker back. All right, here we go, Baltimore, and we're going to look at the random number. And again, we're looking at the A charts. Oh, A charts right here. So Unitas driving them down the field. It's going to be a 5, and that is a touchdown. The touchdown is an 11-yard pass to Raymond Berry. So Unitas, 11-yard pass to Berry. Extra point on the charts is good. Johnny Unitas, opening drive in Green Bay at City Stadium, marches them down the field. Touchdown. Green Bay, will they return the favor? Their drive is 3. 3 is a field goal for them, and they're going to get a field goal from Cone of 31 yards. Green Bay, Cone, 31-yard field goal. Uh-oh, Baltimore, here we go. Second drive, Baltimore gets the kickoff, and they're going to go 2. 2 is going to be a punt. So that's going to be a punt for Rekishar. And Green Bay with a Final drive. And you ask, why would I use fast action cards? Because it's quiet, it's fast, I don't have to pick it up and roll it, pick it up and roll it. And it's in the mornings when I get up bright and early at 3:30 in the morning, it's quiet for my wife. So here we go, Green Bay. Green Bay 4. 4 is going to be another field goal. So Cone is going to get another field goal of 28 yards. So they drive down close, but not good enough. 11-yard pass, Barry, 7. Packers, 6. All right, so Unitas' opening drive is going to sustain them for the 1-point lead going into the second quarter. Baltimore will get the ball to start the second quarter following a kickoff. And it is quarterback run, Johnny Unitas from the 2. So Unitas, the young man, starting to stretch his legs a little bit. 2-yard run, and the crowd here watching on to see who is this Johnny Unitas kid. Comes out of the Pittsburgh training camp, gets a bus out of town to Baltimore, and makes the team there, and the rest will be history soon enough. Green Bay gets the kickoff after Unitas' score, and 4. They're going to score another field goal from Cone, and that field goal is 41. 41-yard field goal. Baltimore kickoff, and they drive touchdown. The touchdown is a 29-yard pass to Moore, the flanker. Unitas. We knew this was going to be high scoring with 2A teams, but right now Johnny Unitas is taking advantage of that secondary of the Packers. Unitas 29-yard pass to Spats Moore, PAT. Green Bay with the final play is going to be 1. Oh, it's a turnover. What kind of turnover? It's a punt. Okay, they punted. No problem. All right, halftime. Folks, let's see. Unitas with a touchdown. Unitas with a touchdown. So Unitas, 21 points. And Cone has got 9 for the Packers. So 21-9 at halftime, 1956. These two F defenses basically are just on the field as place markers. Holy cow. All right, Green Bay will get the ball to start the second half because of the choice of the Colts to take it on the road. Green Bay's first drive, 5 is going to be a touchdown. Green Bay now making this interesting, and it's going to be their running back. That's Reed with a 1-yard run. Reed, 1-yard run. PAT is good, folks. It is 16-21. The Packers come out and drive 4. It's going to be a field goal for Reshashar of 33 yards. Baltimore. Reshashar, 33-yard field goal. It is 24-16. Green Bay needs to find one stop along the way. It's going to be 4. That's another field goal for Cone. Cone of 36 yards. Man, 19-24. It's getting a little bit one possession. Either way is going to decide this game. Baltimore in the third quarter is going to get a touchdown. And that touchdown is a 71-yard run by Allen Amici. No, Dupree. 71-yard run, PAT. Oh my God. 10 points for the Colts. And Green Bay scores 10 points. It is 31-19. Is that right? Yep. 31-31-19. Gee, many Christmas. I said it was a 5-point possession. Obviously, I was wrong. All right, here we go. Green Bay starts the fourth quarter. And what will they do? 2, they're going to punt. Uh-oh, that's probably going to seal their fate because they need every point to come back. Green Bay, following the punt, is going to drive down the field and punt. So they're playing it safe, 3 and out, just trying to conserve clock and not do anything stupid. Green Bay, their final drive of the game, potentially 3, is going to be a field goal of 56 yards. So they cue it up for Cone. 56-yard field goal. Cone having a field day. And they're going to onside kick this. They need a 6. No, they won't get it. OSK fails. And it's going to be Baltimore with a kill clock. End of game. Johnny U goes on the road. Green Bay will score 3. And the Colts play it safe and are smart, killing clock, so they don't score in the fourth, but they get 31 in the first 3 quarters. 19, 20, 21, 22, 31-22. The Colts now are 2-1, and we don't have the Packers record because I'm not playing the other teams. I'll use their real-life records to decide whether they are in a playoff or a championship. So there it is, folks. That is using the 2.5 edition of the rules, the small coil bound. This is my most used book. I use this book more than any book I own over the last few years. I also have the big book here, and I have Football Time Definitive. These are all still for sale, but if you can't find them, you have to search. For some reason, it might be that my you might have to refresh web pages, or you might have to reset cookies. I don't know, but there are times I can't find my own books when I'm searching on Lulu to make sure everything's showing up. 2 of these had been pulled off because of the price had changed, and I needed to update prices. But all that was done. So anyway, the point is, if you are looking for the older versions, sometimes you gotta search in multiple ways. I don't know why that is. It's got something to do, I think, with my website pages not refreshing, based on the cookies or something. So I think it retains your settings from the last search you made. So if you go in there and you search from that point, sometimes it won't show you older books or new books. Sometimes my new books don't show up immediately either. So it could just be some weird deal with Lulu's mechanisms of timing. And then some, like I said, have come on and off because I've taken them off. Some have come off because of pricing. I didn't get in and edit the prices. All right, so there you have it, folks. So I used fast action cards, and again, the game is so short that there's no problem with random numbers here. So if somebody says, dude, that's going to mess up your probabilities, oh no, because you'll never use 60 cards in a game, ever. It's impossible. I mean, there's no way. There's only 16 possession games, and even if I flip this 3 times, 16, that's 45. I will never go through this entire deck in one game of football for any reason. So the balance of numbers, 1 through 6, 10 times, 60 cards, that's 10 sets of numbers. There will be no problem with the probabilities, the number probabilities, right? We know this is 16.7 probability per roll, right? And there are enough cards in this that you're going to keep that randomness, right? It won't be perfect, but if you shuffle these cards really well every time, like a playing cards, like a deck of playing cards, you're going to get infinite results, right? If you make a deck like this, that is, right? And this is not my pen and paper deck. I mean, I've used this with pen and paper. This is my Football Time deck for highlights. I just added the random numbers randomly. So I shuffled the deck real good, and then I went through and added all the numbers, and then I shuffled it really well. And everything is completely random. And there you have it, folks. So this morning, I wanted to use the Easy Lay Flat workbook. This is one of my favorite versions of Big Country Football Time. It's a little more high scoring at times. It has the turnover and scores. So again, if there's a turnover, I can just look on the card to see what the turnover is. It also has score by quarter. And it has 3-6 to see how we scored the touchdown if you want details here instead of here. And then off-season stuff. But this is by far my most used book since it's been published. I have used this for more games of basketball, hockey, racing, etc. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. I may be back with a couple more videos today. I can't promise that. I got a lot going on. But thanks for watching. And we are already at week 4 of 12 games. I will be able to finish this. I could finish this today if I wanted to, even playing my more sophisticated Big Country Football Time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.